They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see, the Rebels taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Cyclones will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Rebels offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He slides that just inside the right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense will get the ball for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it.
Lets it fly! And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. So now it's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Beck. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hansen.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Cyclones! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. From the gun, running back gets the give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He'll try to pop the draw. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. And the Rebels want to move quickly. He leaves it with his back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Rebels send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's going to take off. Got a first down. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Timeout, Rebels.
The offense lining up for a first down play. To the air. It's Beck. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. That's a great way to set the tone. You get the lead and you get a nice bounce.
And you know, Reese, you're getting the breaks early. The offense got the break, the tip right there, but those breaks tend to even out throughout a game. But so far, this offense has executed well, and they have the lead.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Give to the running back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up second and 9. The offense in hurry up mode.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the gun on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll run it on the counter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Now the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. Touchdown, Cyclones! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Flowers. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't.
You just can't go backwards. There he did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Buys a little time with his feet. Throws into the middle of the field. He's got it along the sideline. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. And the Cyclones moving quickly to the line. From the red zone, looking for a space. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Iowa State. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
When these offenses get in the rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by 7 over Marshall. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pressure coming.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
They boot it away. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They'll run it from the gun. And some room to work. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. That one was leaking and losing altitude fast, but it made it home. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable, make him feel that pressure, keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense has it, they're on the move.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got enough space, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. There he goes. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. Rushes on him. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it set up on the outside. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They started this drive with a big play, but now they need a conversion to keep it alive on 3rd down. He's got him. Touchdown, Rebels. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. On the move to his left. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he's going to reach for a long one and have to guide it in from the left side. 51 yards out. The official says no good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make.
Lost one deep down the right side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to buy time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. This time on target. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Moving away from pressure. He'll try to do it, turning it on. And maybe they've tried to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. And the Cyclones are rolling down the field. Back to pass, it's Beck. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Moves away as he feels pressure. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here.
Well, we know the defensive coordinator's been harping on his guys about this. Earlier in the game, this quarterback was killing him with his scrambling ability and his ability to take off. That time, though, nice adjustment by the defense. It was almost as if they were expecting him to scramble that time. Really, really nice job defensively.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Hit as he throws. He's got it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires one high and deep. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The play action fake. Gets it out fast. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover low. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Motion from the back. Wants to throw. It's Beck. Quarterback now breaking the field. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Cyclones want to crank the tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to make match. Oh, he's got some space. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. And the Cyclones line it up with a first and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Touchdown, Iowa State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Cyclones. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Gives it on the option. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. That's caught. It's Flowers. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the air on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Picked up a few extra on that return, but... great play by this defense to get the football. Iowa State sending the offense back out. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody
got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State!
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 12 over Nevada. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Dumps it off in the flats. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Right on target this time. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Firing to the right, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's got the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Flips it out in the flat. Hard running there. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open, and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the 1st down, now set up 1st and goal.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dances away. It's complete. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Rebels line up to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Corrals it at the 45. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Iowa State sending the offense back out. The give as they work on that clock. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Leaves it with the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It wasn't